All right, so welcome to day 5 of our spiritual challenge, and we today we're gonna summarize everything we experienced so far, and we'll talk about what is your next step. So I wanna first let's start with something a little more fun. Let's take a moment. Let's just visualize something for like a couple of minutes here. Let's if you can kind of close your eyes. Let's take a deep breath and just relax, release. Take another slow breath in, and just really allow yourself to imagine that future self from, let's say, a year from now that has all worked so much, cleared so much, and is really on that spiritual path, a few steps higher, the next levels, and really is doing that beautiful work, feeling peaceful, happy, at ease, that inner peace, that sense of accomplishment of really doing it. And that future you is looking at you with that beautiful, loving smile and loving eyes. And I want you to really feel that that future you is looking at you now and saying to you, thank you. Thank you for taking the right steps. Thank you for doing the work. So enjoy that. And you can even ask that future self, that future version of you, how did we do it? What is my next step? And allow them to answer. Take another breath in and really allow yourself to feel that you can be in that space and shift and progress and evolve to your next phase with ease. And at that moment, you allow yourself to really get close to that future self and give that future self a huge, kind of deep hug, a loving hug. And that future self is whispering in your ear, I love you. And you whisper in their ear, I love you. And you take a big breath in and you merge and really become one again, embodying that energy of that future self, really taking it in, absorbing it, and really feeling you can embody and encapsulate and hold that higher vibration within you. Really take a breath in and be it. Wonderful. Take a moment now and just be. Feel it. Embrace it. Wonderful. Now, with your next couple of breaths, you allow yourself to come back to here now, in out in here in this beautiful connection that we have together. So take a deep breath and know that you can make it happen. It is already happening within. Another big breath. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, come back here now. Good morning, Cassandra. All right. So let me ask you, how did that feel? Yeah, it felt good. Wonderful. Excellent. So I want to really share. If you can please share what came up. What did that future self tell you? Yeah, Deb.
Just it's just seemed hopeful, you know,
Hopeful. Yes.
because right now I'm in a transition and so many things in my head, and I'm just asking for clarity of which direction to go. And I feel like I can do it one step at a time and look forward to meeting Deb next year.
Yes, exactly. Beautiful. Excellent. Thank you, Deb. Yeah, Maureen.
That was profound. My future self was very flowing visual of kind of a body shape with all the colors of the chakras and just
Mm.
like waves of flowing.
Beautiful.
And it just felt home.
Yeah.
Um,
Good.
and when I asked, about next steps, um, she said one word, and she said two words, you first.
Yes. Oh, that's powerful. That's
Yeah.
powerful. Yes, absolutely. Beautiful. Thank you, Maureen, for sharing. It's deep. I know it's you feel like it. We
Oh,
do this exercise for 2 minutes. I'm sorry, Cassandra, you just jumped in right in the middle. It was really just a 2 minute exercise, but it's amazing what we can receive when we just give ourselves that instant of like, wait a second, let me just go within and let me feel it. So beautiful. Thank you, Maureen. Anybody else would like to share what they experienced? What felt like? Because it's really about more feeling than anything else, right? It's a feeling. It's a state of being. It's a state of mind that is shifting and altering that you can accomplish again quite easily. And usually, I like to, when that you say that future self is saying to you, "Thank you." I was like, "Oh, they're thanking me," because you are the one who's going to bring the change. You're the one who now is going to do those steps to bring that future self into being. And that's really a profound shift that you need to remember. And it's also very empowering knowing I have the power to be that. And I have the choices to be that and become that if I just allow myself, right? If I put me first. And again, not in a selfish way, but in the most profound, loving way. And again, it's a challenge with especially for women is that you always put everybody else first. That nourishing trait and that is so beautiful and loving, but it is overdone, right? It is you overgive, overshare, and for others, and not much left within. So it's time to focus within. Let yourself be that power source, be that in a place that you are truly yourself, and then it's so much easier to give when you are filled and allow yourself to become that fountain that is giving because it is already filled and not that little pitcher of water that gives to everybody else and stays empty. So become that fountain that is just overflowing, and then it's easy to give because you are overflowing. You already filled yourself, and you still give. You're just doing it in a different way, from a different space within, different place within yourself. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, that's it. We're done for the day. We've accomplished everything we came to accomplish. So, as you are on that spiritual growth and journey, it's important to think, okay, what am I doing next? What is my commitment to the next step? And again, it could be very personal, very private, like Maureen just shared. They're just focused on you. It's really important. And it could show up in different ways, and it can change within a few weeks or month once you start moving forward. So but allow yourself to see the need to commit to dedicate yourself to that growth, to making a change in your life, to really shifting in a deep way from inside, from within. Because again, you could pretty much look the same to everybody else within 6 months. But if you really come from a different place, you will feel different for other people. And that's really the important part. You will feel different for yourself and for others. So, and just like everything else in life, it doesn't require hard work, but it does require dedication and some work and putting the time, energy, and attention and focus on doing that which will be in your highest good. And that is to promote yourself and dedicate some energy, time, and effort into your well-being, really, into all of your growth and your attention. And it could be from the most basic things like deciding to take a walk every day. Nicer weather now, like whatever it is, then just okay, let's go for a walk every day just to improve my mental health, my well-being, my physical health. Again, it could be the most basic thing, but it is time to take that even bigger leap and really what am I committing towards? What am I dedicating myself towards as I move towards my next step? and creating that next step that we just experienced in that future self. How can I do that and make and bring it into reality, making that into my reality, manifesting it in a fuller way? So as you do so, as we talked in the beginning, one of the things that we all look for is some support, some reflection, and helping the other from getting help from other people that would help us see that those things that we cannot see on ourselves. And we all have those blind spots that we talked about in the beginning and helping us through. So I offer myself as one of those support and moving forward and helping you move really to your next level, clearing those things that we talked about in the hot air balloon that hold you down, that you know are holding you down, but it's really hard to go through that process of releasing it from you. Those whatever the past, all the baggage from the past, whatever that is, and becoming limitless, becoming powerful in the most beautiful way. So as we do that and move ourselves into that space, is remembering to deal with that again, some of those excuses we make to ourselves, love like, oh, I'll start doing that next month. I'll start doing that maybe in the fall. I'll start helping myself. No, the need is now. The need is now. Again, it doesn't have to be with me. I'm not saying that. But you need to go on that journey now. And this is one of the reasons I'm doing this now, and I've started doing this process of doing those challenges this year, is that my guides are pushing me. This is really needed in the world. People really, really need this, and they need the support, and they need your guidance, and they need to get to you to reach as many people as you can. So we bring that wellness and balance when in this time of challenging times and chaos in the world. But we need everybody needs to really focus on their own spiritual growth, on their own centeredness, and be in their highest vibration and the highest light that they can be. So this is one of the reasons I'm doing this. So it's important to know that you can be in that part and propel yourself forward and taking that leap and making it happen. So as we're doing this, I want to share a little bit of what we again accomplished in this short 5 days, really 5 hours that we've been together. We talked a little bit about the different challenges and frustrations that we all encounter, um, whether it's to how to practice, developing a good practice during the daily practice of moving us forward, letting go of frustrations, self-doubt, letting go of limiting beliefs, limiting traumas, letting go of all these different things that are in your way that are holding you back. Patterns from within, patterns of thinkings, patterns of being from this lifetime, from other lifetimes. Need to let go of all those things and getting the right guidance from inner guidance from yourself, as we did from our spirit guides. And there's so much more to that, not just your spirit guides, but there's so much more that you can be and have that deeper relationship with those parts of yourself that can really help you align on a daily basis. And we talked about deeper subjects and deeper topics, such as no, the rainbow or spectrum of all the aspects of the self, that spiritual operation, mode of operation, your fear and love based operation, moving from the fear based space and moving to the love based operating system. That's the word I was looking. Love based operating system and so much more. And this again, this is was just I was giving a glimpse of what we can do and what you can accomplish. So let me give you a bigger glimpse of that. Hold on just a minute. Let me share my screen. So if we talk about the different things that we can address together, and thankfully I've really had a plethora of different trainings and things that I like to do. And but here, if you can see this, there's so much we can do on very different levels. First of all, on a human level, on a human self-mastery, the more the emotional and stuff like that. So deep emotional healing, self-love and worthiness, relationships, grief and loss, inner child, empowerment, career path and purpose, changing patterns and habits, life change and transitions, clearing blocks, releasing stress, anxiety, and achieving inner peace and better living and wellness, just overall well-being. So this is only in that column on the side here of human self-mastery, mastering the human self. I just call it. That's really the easiest. And then the spiritual awakening, moving into that next level. So exploring past lives, inner guidance, spirit guide connection, mission and purpose, and ancestral healing, Akashic records, 5D living, fifth dimensional living, clearing attachments, soul essence, um, developing intuition and abilities, increasing those, karma releasing, automatic writing and channeling. So that's on the kind of moving into that spiritual realm. And again, if you don't have to do all of this, I'm just giving you some of that what we can accomplish together. And sometimes it's most times actually it's a combination of many of those together and what really fits and custom tailor it to your needs and what you need right now on your journey. Another segment of it, if you are getting to that space, is more of the galactic ascension. And in that galactic ascension, you experience the higher self connection, galactic origin and family, starseed awakening, integration of the galactic selves, different aspects of the self, consciousness expanding. We did a little bit of that here yesterday. Light councils, DNA activation and upgrades, healing chamber in a spaceship, receiving downloads, galactic and divine beings, connecting with them and working with them. So there's so much more, and other things that I offer, the quantum healing technique and beyond quantum healing. That's more specific way of doing it. So there's a lot we can do together. And again, you don't have to want all of this. It's whatever you need. And sometimes what you need is not what you think you need. And this is another important part. You start working, when we start working together, we'll see what comes up and what like, oh, that needs to be healed. Oh, I thought I already dealt with it. And again, but this is what's called the circular healing, which sometimes you have to go and you rise to the next spiral in your healing and growth, and you have to come back and revisit things that you have already healed some of it, but needs a deeper healing, a deeper exploration or deeper release on the same topic. And it's amazing how some of your, especially we all have kind of main themes that we work on healing in our lifetime. And you keep on like, oh, I thought I already dealt with it. And you come back and heal more of it and heal more again and more, because this is one of those deeper parts that you are here to accomplish in this lifetime is to heal that part. So there's a lot of it. And it's again, not necessarily a bad thing. It's not about digging in wounds and pecking at wounds. It's about really taking it to the next level. So so what I offer is that Rise to Your Next Spiritual Level 3-month program. And in those 3 months, we'll really explore. Let me show you what you get from it. You will get 9 one-on-one sessions with me. And that could be any of what I just covered of those big things and more, to be honest. This is just the highlights. We can do so much more in breaking old patterns and establishing new ones and opening yourselves to more and more of who you are. In those 3 months, and it's not strict. If it turns to 4 months, that's fine too. Um, you'll have complete unlimited coaching and support, emails, text, phones, whatever you need. And some people here that have worked with me before know and can attest to that you can do that, and I will respond quickly and easily. And what you also gain is see, he's agreeing with me. Um, is that you get lifelong access to all my online courses and mini workshops. And actually, let me show you this. I have a better, more visual explanation of this is stuff that I've been doing in the past, I think 5, 6 years and collecting. Lovely. So some of them are accessing your Akashic records, automatic writing and channeling. It's a great course, by the way, connecting with your galactic family. So you can do all those things on your own and you have lifelong access. Even if you finish working with 3 months, in 5 years, you want to go, look, oh yeah, I want to do that thing that I saw about it. Connecting with inner peace, connecting with your dragons, connecting with spirit guides. We did a little bit of that, but this goes way deeper into it. Connecting with your inner self. I believe that one is a deep emotional release and how to do that. I really work really well on emotional release. DNA healing and activation, healing chamber. I mentioned some of that stuff. Inner child works. So some of the stuff you can do on your own, but you can do with me, and we can take it to the next level because this is more group workshops, similar to what we did now in the 5 day. Merging with your higher self, past life regressions. I'm skipping this as certification. Reconnecting with your heart and centered self. Starseed collection, which is actually kind of interesting. If you are into the starseed stuff, this is the collection of many. Oh, not this one. This one here is a collection of many workshops I did with a colleague of mine, and we recorded most of them. So it's like 20 different interesting high-level workshops of connecting with galactic beings and channeling that I do and my colleague was doing. Really, really amazing work. Um, and then also another collaboration I did with someone, with a colleague of mine, thriving as an empath, and that was a really beautiful 5 week online course that we did together, and really brought a lot of fascinating things about how to really not seeing being an empath as a fault, but actually allowing it to be your strength and learning how to shield, how to use it, how to protect yourself, how to not be always um, on the defense, and knowing that you can move forward. So um, let me, sorry, go back here. We did this breath work. I'm sorry. I wanted to go here. So let's, if you don't mind, if it's okay with you, we'll listen to this testimonial of someone who was working with me.
Hi, my name is Diane Schwartz, and I wanted to take just a minute to tell you about Harry Kroner and what incredible sessions he offers. He is intent and an expert at getting you back in touch with your spirit, a closer walk with your spiritual side. He's kind, gentle, soft spoken, and he's very, very knowledgeable. He has helped me immensely, and I can't recommend him highly enough. So I hope that you will check into him because it is worth it in the end. Hi,
Oh, sorry.
my name is Diane.
All right. Stop sharing. Okay. So let me, give me a second here. Okay. Sorry, I had to finish something here. So, sorry, Marie, you wanted to share a little bit about your experience with me?
Yes. Um, I was looking for I asked the universe that I wanted to connect with a spiritual hypnotherapist. And then 2 days later, um it was a Facebook connection kind of thing, Harry. And next thing you know, I had 2 sessions with Harry prior to this week-long event that he's offered here in Zoom. And, I have done a lot of healing work, but to me, it's only, I want to say it's like if I had a tripod and it feels like one part was more psychological. I did a 12-step program for Codependence Anonymous, and that was another emotional part. But with Harry, I love that he just, right away I tested him in terms of asking, well, what are we going to work on? And he said, I don't know. When we get together, we'll see what unfolds. And I love that idea that it's not all cerebral. It's not coming from the mind. It's coming from the mind, heart, and soul. And I feel like um, he gave me the tools, or actually, I don't have the tools yet. I'm working on the tools, but I felt like I got such gentle guidance. I needed that. I'm really hard on myself. I'm very critical. I'm not critical of others, but I'm critical of hard and critical of myself. And there was a part, I don't want to go into the actual session because that's personal, but there was another aspect of me that needed some nurturing and some healing. And so just by the gentleness of the guidance, it just, I was able to allow uh, somebody else to help nurture and guide me. um, I remember when I was in therapy years and years and years ago, and I remember my therapist asking me, "Well, who's your rock or your Gibraltar?" Well, for me, it was always been me. I've always depended on me, and it's really hard for me to ask for somebody else to guide me or help me. I feel like I've always had to be in control of it and not trusting somebody out there to nurture and guide me. So I'm looking forward to future sessions with Harry and to take it even a step further because that's what I wish. I wish to have to be whole, to have all three parts of that tripod balanced and connected and healed. And I know it's a lifelong process, but I think I'm really looking forward to an optimistic and I just feel like it's whatever happens in these sessions is meant to happen, and it's all for my good and for the highest good of all. So I'm gonna leave it at that, Harry. So
Thank you, Marie. I appreciate that. And we really just had like two sessions, right? We just started. Um, yes, and I'm glad you joined in this one. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So I want to post if those who are really interested and want to take it to the next level, and I just posted on the chat if you want to, if you see that, um, just a link to make just a free consultation. No commitment. Just let's talk for 20 minutes, half an hour. Let's see if it serves you. Let's talk about your personal needs, what you need from this, because it everybody's a little different. Everybody needs a different approach. It's not about the same thing. Here's a tool that does the same thing. Here's a hammer, and I'll hammer everything inside. No, it's about using the right tool, the right approach, the right energy, and what you find. And again, we usually my first session usually is connecting with your guides and asking them or asking your own higher self or your own inner self what you need to be working in. As Marie was saying, I don't decide what you need to be, what we're going to be doing. It's what your guides, your higher self say, like, this is what that person needs. And then we do it. And then we work on that and move forward and see and evolve with it and grow with it. And what I like about doing it in working in a period of time, like 3 months. Before, I used to do a lot of just single sessions here and there, and then I see people do like just come for 2 or 3 sessions, and then they kind of leave, and then come back after a year and do a little more. It's just the growth you can do when you commit to a period of time. Like, okay, we're doing 9 sessions. Um, is really getting and really building upon each other. Because once you let go and come back for a while, that kind of gain kind of wanes out, and you kind of sometimes go back to the same the way you were. You don't let yourself go through that really full progression and get into a space of like, okay, I have done a lot. I've grown a lot and I've shifted, and I really perceive myself and the world in a different way. So. I like that. I noticed that just from my experience of doing it for with really thousands of people by now, um, that it's that's the best recipe for growth and support through that growth. Because a lot of times there's a session like, oh wow, that's a great session, but then things come up and they're like, oh, I noticed this comes up too. So, and then we take care of that. And so we take you go through those different changes and shifts and your own processing it, because it's a lot of what needs to happen, a lot of processing and integrating through that process of healing, growth, and expansion. So that's what I would love to offer each and every one of you. And I really hope that you got something from this 5 days, even if it's just for yourself to really reach and get to that space of I want to grow, I want to move forward. Even if it's not with me, that's okay. I'm still doing my purpose if I help you, propel you to move you forward in any way, shape, or form. I already feel accomplished in that way. So yes, this is about you. It's about your growth and your commitment to your next level. So allow it to be. And thank you, Maureen. Just get it for next Monday. I appreciate that. Fantastic. And thank you. Yeah, I love that. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. It really is about you and making it happen for you. And don't wait up. Don't wait up. It's not about waiting for the right timing, waiting for the right thing. It's sometimes it's when you are in that space of like it's a little chaos in my life. That's when you need it. That's when you are like, no, I need to move forward. I need to move forward. So allow that to come and happen, and we can do this, and you can get a lot from it. You can really shift a lot and get a lot from it. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something from it. Um, and allow yourself to move forward. And again, just let's talk. Let's do like if you want to schedule that free consultation, I'll answer more of your personal questions. Again, make it yours, make it your own, and take it to the next level. All right. Very cool. So, in closing, if and what, do you have anything, any comments, any things that you would like to say, or insights regarding those 5 days we just spent together? I would love to hear a little bit from you. Yeah, Maureen, please unmute.
I just want to say I'm seeking new friends in this space. So if anybody feels that they want to connect offline, my email is Maureen
Well,
Latender. Then,
hold on.
okay.
Oh, you muted again. Let's unmute.
I'm down right about the end of Cape Cod in Provincetown, and there's very, very bad connections out here. It's
Oh, gotcha.
all surrounded by ocean and bay. It's beautiful. But sorry for the delays.
Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. Very good. All right. Excellent. Any comments? Anything else you'd like to? And yeah, let's make connections because this is not about just uh excellent. Thank you, Deb. Yeah, you guys pretty close. Um yeah, it's about more than the community, making friends, like-minded people. Um don't be shy. Don't be shy because it's not about judgment. Because when you're too shy, like, oh, I'm not sure if they're gonna like me or if it's gonna be connection. Try it. It doesn't hurt to try. And I know I'm generally an introvert. I don't really go out there and be extra open and extra social. I like my private time, and then I go out and play a little bit. But yeah, just enjoy that. And if you want, again, you can do the same. I opened. I think most of you are in my Rise to Your Next Spiritual Level kind of Facebook group, and you can feel free to connect people there and ask for connection there. It's not a bad thing. It's again if you again meet that friend that you need right now, that support and that like-minded person that to share ideas and share conversation with. It's just beautiful. So enjoy that. Thank you for doing that, and thank you for reminding me of asking for it. So I'm going to ask as when I started, if you could please, and I'm going to send you an email with the links for that. If you can make me a short testimonial, either a video. If you are super uncomfortable with the video, I'll send you a link also if you want to do like just a Google review. You can do that as well. So I'm going to ask you to do so about this 5 days, working with me a little bit, because that helps me promote the work and so people can join these groups and go to their next level. So it's a beautiful chain reaction of love and light. All right, beautiful. Oh yes, I do that too, Cassandra. I love that painting. Who did that? Well, I unmute, please.
It's an acquaintance of mine on Facebook. Her name is Renee, and I can't pronounce her last name.
That's
Let
beautiful.
me look it up right quick. But yeah, she is uh, an awesome visionary artist.
Beautiful. I love that.
Um, Her last name, I can't say it. It's Sarasvati. So Renee Sarasvati.
Everybody. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, she's spectacular.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. All right. Yes. Yeah, you can send the link if you can,
Oh,
even
okay.
via email or something. That'll be great. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for being and sticking with all this 5 days. I know it's challenging on people's schedule. Thank you for your time and energy in investing in yourself. And we'll talk soon. And
Thank you,
love to.
Harry.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much for everybody. I really appreciate that. All right. We'll talk soon.
Okay.